Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy DLloyd and welcome to episode number 45 of our Tennessee Titans Connected franchise series. Now, we did lose in the divisional round to the Jacksonville Jaguars 27-24, but we're looking to get things going in the offseason, hopefully reload, bring back some new talent, and take another shot at the Super Bowl next year. But the Super Bowl for this year is going to be the New Orleans Saints and the Kansas City Chiefs. Those are the two teams participating in the Super Bowl this year, and the winner was the New Orleans Saints by 3 points. So Drew Brees gets a Super Bowl this season, and we're trying to get one next season. So our players we have retiring this year: Delanie Walker, that's the major one that's going to stand out. None of the other players were too productive, but Delanie Walker, still a 90 overall tight end, and that is going to be a big loss. Going into the offseason, we have 22 players whose contracts are up. We have $45 million in cap space, so we have a lot of money to play around this offseason. Now, right away, looking at the players, Leonard Nada is a free agent. We're definitely not going to bring him back. We have Brockers back, Anthony Facino, Al Woods, Justin Hunter, D'Angelo Hall, Kyle Klug. I don't know how to say that guy's name. We got Wilbur, Schwenke, Stafford, Stingley, Harris, Chris Johnson, Tyrod Taylor, McCray, and Tim Tebow, who was also a free agent, and then Bleedy Ray Wilson, who we are not going to be bringing back. So out of those players, like I said, we have $45 million, but I did not want to bring a lot of them back. But we did re-sign Michael Brockers, 4 years, $15 million contract. That is going to be the deal. We need somebody to play defensive tackle for us, and obviously he is our guy. Now for center, Brian Schwenke is the pretty much only center we have, 74 overall, but we are looking to improve that position during the actual free agents period in the draft. Tim Tebow, I did want to bring him back, but you will see why later in the video why I wanted to bring him back. So out of those contracts, that's all the people we brought back. Everybody else hit the free agent market. So we're going into free agency with $40 million, and this is our roster so far. We have no tight ends, but besides that, our center position is really our only need, possibly a left guard, but that's about it on the offensive side of the football. Defense, we just need more depth, just add more players through free agency, but we don't need that many more players there either. Maybe a middle linebacker. So going into the free agency period, like I said, we have $40 million. So the first thing we wanted to do was go and sign a tight end. So Luke Wilson is the tight end that caught our eye. I love speedy tight ends. So Kyle Rudolph was there, but he does not have the same speed of Luke Wilson. So we offer him a 3-year deal worth $15.5 million. We also offered a deal to another defensive tackle, 86 overall, Steve McClendon. So we do give him a 1-year deal worth $3 million. Now, we all know our secondary was suspect all season long. So, looking for a cornerback, Sean Smith, 93 overall, but he wants just under $10 million a year. That is a lot of money, especially if you consider the bonus, which will make it more. So we offer him $20 million for 2 seasons. Now, the Honey Badger, he is available. We don't need a free safety, but I want to improve the secondary as much as possible. So we give him a 4-year deal worth $18 million. Now, if you ask me, that is pretty cheap to bring in Tyrann Mathieu. So we definitely went ahead and put that bid out there. As you can see, we also put in a free agent bid for Johnny Manziel. We need a backup quarterback. Johnny Manziel is the quarterback that we want to go with as our backup. So sending to stage number 2 of the offseason, Johnny Manziel and Steve McClendon are the only players to sign their deal. So now looking at the scouting combine as well, Lamar Hill is our number 1 player on our board. We want a middle linebacker, 6 foot, 234 pounds, an A tackling, A- pursuit, and ran a 4.68 40, which is not bad at all. Another player I'm looking at possibly in the end of the first round, Tremont Narcisse. Like I said, we need secondary as much as possible. So that is a cornerback. And now looking at some tight ends, Shaden Patrick from Texas A&M, 6'4", 252. And we're also looking at Malcolm Dorsey, 6'6", 267 pounds, and he is the fastest tight end in this draft, running a 4.57 40. So looking at those tight ends, I decided to reduce the contract for Luke Wilson a little bit. So instead of a 3-year deal, we're offering him a 2-year deal worth $7 million. and a $2 million signing bonus, and we're still the highest bidder for him so far. So we're going to move to stage number 3, see if we can sign any of these free agents. Nobody decides to sign with us. We look, the Indianapolis Colts are now the highest bidder for Sean Smith. I do not want to go any higher, so we're going to hope that he just wants to play for a winner and he will come to Tennessee, but that does not happen. So the last stage you see Sean Smith, he ended up rejecting our offer. He is going to the Colts. We will play him twice a year, but we do get the Honey Badger. He will be suiting up in Tennessee as our starting free safety. So that is a big news. We also get Luke Wilson as well. So heading to the draft, I still want to fill our middle linebacker position, and I still need to fill a cornerback spot since we did not get one. So our division rivals, Houston Texans, they get the first pick in the draft, and they are going to go ahead and select a quarterback with their pick. Every team in our division has a pretty solid young quarterback, and now the Houston Texans are in, they have one as well. So now looking at the 8th pick, I'm looking to see if Lamar Hill is still on the board. He is still there. So I'm thinking around the 15th pick, I will possibly try to trade up to get him in the draft. The Indianapolis Colts, they want to go ahead and select a defensive tackle. Now the Raiders had the 10th pick, but the Raiders are going to trade this pick to the Colts, who select Lamar Hill. So not only did they get Sean Smith, who I wanted in the free agency period, they also got Lamar Hill, the middle linebacker, who I wanted. So the Colts, I feel like they're doing this on purpose, but they're taking all the players that we want. We will end up playing them twice. Now the New England Patriots, they take Narcisse, the quarterback that I wanted. So now drafting 28, I don't know who I want, but I decided to go with Malcolm Dorsey, the 6'6" tight end from Florida State. He's the fastest tight end out there, and he's 6'6", so he gives me the size and the speed that I'm looking for. We decided to get him, and he comes in with a 78 overall. So 87 speed, which is fantastic, 83 catching, 84 spectacular catch. I feel like Malcolm Dorsey could be the tight end of the future for our team, especially, after a couple of years. Luke Wilson will start right away, but after a couple of years, it's definitely going to be his team more than likely. Now looking at our 2nd round pick, we had 2 2nd-round picks, so we have the 5th pick in the 2nd round. We're going to go with Quay White. Like I said, I needed a middle linebacker. Hill is gone, so White is pretty much the 2nd guy on our list. He ends up being a 76 overall, which is not terrible, but he does not have the hit power that I like from a middle linebacker. Only 81, but he still has 91 tackling. Now for our 2nd pick in the 2nd round, we're going to go with Herb Cosby. We needed a center. He comes up with a 76, so he's actually our highest rated center at this point. So he's looking to have the starting spot. The 3rd round, we're going to go with Shannon Gresham. Now, I don't need a running back at all, but he was projected to go in the 1st round. He slipped to round number 3. I said, why not take a flyer on him? So I did just that. 91 speed. Hopefully, he could give us some type of speed, but more than likely, as long as CJ Carr is doing his thing, you shouldn't have to worry about him. Now, our next pick in the 3rd round, Cedric Farmer, he is there, and we decided to go with him at left end, 72 overall. That should just give us some depth to our defensive end positions. Now, in the 4th round, there was nobody there that we wanted at whatsoever. So we decided to trade out of there and trade for the Chicago Bears 4th round pick for the next season. So that's what we did. Now, our 5th round pick, we have 2 of these as well. We're going to go with Ray Nelson, who is a right end. He comes in with a 74 overall out of USC, which is not bad. Now, our 2nd, 5th round pick, 28 in the round. We're going to go with TJ Ramsey, another center, and look at this. A 77 overall, the 49th ranked player, rated player overall in the draft. We get him with the 156th pick. He's actually better than our 2nd round pick. So we're going to go ahead and we are going to keep him as our starting center. Now our 6th round pick, there was nobody left on our watch list. We go with Russell Roberts. He is the fastest corner, ran a 4.35. He's only, I think he was a 58 overall. He's not good whatsoever, but he was quick. And then our 7th round pick, we decided to trade out. We got the Redskins 6th round pick for next season. So a recap of our draft picks. I don't think we did too bad. We didn't hit like we did last year, getting an 85 overall, but we still got an 80 overall. And then our only bad pick was at the end when we got Russell Roberts. So I told you guys I re-signed Tim Tebow. Now this is the reason why I did that. I'm going to move Tim Tebow to tight end. Now, I know he's not going to start for us, but he might get in the game every now and then at tight end. I do not want to put him at quarterback. As we all know, he cannot throw the football. And looking at him, he is a 55 overall tight end, now 30 years old. But that's a way for him to stay on the NFL roster and continue competing in the NFL. Now, looking at free agency, we're going to sign Kwan Williams, a cornerback who should be our number 2 cornerback. And then we get Adam Pac-Man Jones just for added depth, and he has a 72 catch rating, so you cannot go wrong with that. Now, a question from you guys: do you think I should sign Michael Floyd? Now, I'm pretty good at receiver, but he's available. He'll be $5 million for 1 year, no long-term deal or nothing like that. But Michael Floyd is available. 92 overall rated receiver. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. But now, looking at our final depth chart going into the preseason, obviously Marcus Mariota and Johnny Manziel is going to be our quarterback. CJ Carr, Amir Abdullah, and then Shane Gresham is our 3rd running back. Doran Dickerson's a fullback receiver. We currently have Josh Gordon, Dorial Green-Beckham, and Kendall Wright. Those are going to be our starting receivers going into this season. Now, if you think I should go ahead and get Malcolm Floyd, let me know. Like I said earlier, our tight ends, Luke Wilson, Malcolm Dorsey, those are going to be our 2 tight ends. And I'm excited to see what Malcolm Dorsey can really do on the field. So expect to see me throwing him the football a lot this preseason. Taylor Lewan, we're going to put Herb Cosby, who we just drafted for a center. We're going to put him at left guard, and we're going to start TJ Ramsey. So 2 rookies are projected to start on our offensive line this season, so we will see how that goes with CJ Carr. Ray Nelson is going to start for us at left end. Obviously, Jarrell Casey will keep his starting spot. Michael Brockers will start at defensive tackle this year as well. Derek Morgan is going to hold on to his starting position as our left outside linebacker. Now, our middle linebacker, as of right now, we have Avery Williamson and Wesley Woodyard, but Quan White could come into the starting lineup if he gives me a nice, solid performance in preseason. Cornerbacks, Jason McCourty, Kwan Williams is there, and then Paris Cox goes from the 2nd corner to cornerback number 3. I think that will be better for him. The Honey Badger is obviously going to be our starting free safety, and I'm looking forward to him making a lot of plays this year. We have Denoris Searcy coming back. He does not play bad either. I think our secondary will be a lot better with the Honey Badger back there. Honestly, a true playmaker, and I think he can make a lot of plays for us. But that's pretty much it for this episode. Let me know what you think of our offseason in the comment section below. Do you think we're a lot better than last year? Do you think we got worse than last year? Let me know. Also, go ahead and leave this video a like and subscribe if you haven't already. It's your boy D Lloyd. I'm going to see y'all next time. Peace.